Hi chat! Welcome to another stream. How are y'all doing today? It's Monday, and it is October 12th of 2020, and we're here for another stream. Oh, Rollers, you subbed right before the stream started. Let me resend that just to show it.
7 months with a basic default star badge AWCF logo.
And Shazrobot has also subscribed with Prime 7 months and 7 months in a row. That's impressive. Roller says subscribe for 4 months.
It's been 4 long months.
4 long months.
Python.
Damn, Shaz, I 7 months. It's crazy. It's crazy. Also, I voted this morning, so I'm gonna put on my fancy voting sticker before we get started, because voting is good, and I did the voting. Why is it not coming off the piece of paper? Oh my goodness. Pain in the ass. Sticker not worth. Okay, anyway. We got my little I voted sticker, so GG me. Put that in the mail today. But let's see who we got. So RKJ pointed out that the bot and chat are out of sync here. I actually see 2 different results. I see both the results that Rollers saw, or that RKJ saw, where so this is what my stream saw. Oh, I forgot to mute Discord. I suck at streaming. But also, we're gonna call that a tie for today. We'll say that you both got first. But anyway, welcome to the stream, Rollers and RKJ. We've also got El Papa Pig, hello, hello. We've got Belladothus, we've got Solus, how's it going? And we also got Shazrobot, of course. Yeah, 7 months with the basic default star badge. Yeah, I was thinking of making some sub badges. Do you guys think the button idea is a good one? I was thinking we make them buttons. You know, like 4-dot shirt buttons, you know? And like have increasingly cool colors for them or something like that. I don't know. I clearly have not put that much thought into it. But yeah, I should probably change my sub badges. But anyway, welcome back. We've also got Vinit, who says, which one would you recommend for a new project, Pilot, Flakegate, or Prospector, and why? Well, I'm admittedly a little bit biased here, because I maintain Flakegate. I have not used Prospector, but from what I understand, it just combines Flakegate with some other stuff, which Flakegate can do itself. Prospector is a tool, blah blah blah. I see, it just combines a bunch of tools, which, like, I don't know why you would do that when you could just use all the tools individually. But yeah, also it's GPL'd, so lol. Personally, I'm gonna pick Flakegate because I find that it's the least annoying of Pilot and Flakegate. I actually don't know much about Prospector myself, but yeah, shrugs. Yes, the ones you remove, right? RKJ says, boo, who do I complain to? So, it's also possible. So, the IRC protocol is not linear, I guess? Linear to some extent. It's kind of all over the place. But yeah, so it could be that it did actually happen in a different order, and it could also be that the protocol reported different orders for different people. Because it's asynchronous or whatever. Drunk Time Lord, welcome back, who says, I did the 30-day GCP thing. I like GCP. Nice, you did it all in one weekend? Congrats, that's awesome. Vinit says, so Flakegate plus MyPy for type checking. Yeah, so this is what I do for Python projects for the things that I want to lint. I use a bunch of miscellaneous linters for one-off things. I use Flakegate, sometimes with plugins. I use autopep8 to do formatting. I use reorder Python imports to do import sorting. I use this to add commas. I use PyUpgrade to make sure I'm using new features, and I'm using MyPy for type checking. And this is generally the chunk of things that I combine together to run my static analysis, code quality, however you want to call it, sort of dealio. But But yeah. Oops. G. Hey, what's up, Julian? Hello, hello. Welcome back. Good to see you. Roller says, same thing happened to me on the other stream. I see. So it's not just one stream. We have multiple occurrences of this. Hey, what's up, Dead Body and MSR? Hello, hello. Drug Time Lord says, does the order of these plugins matter? Usually not. I usually like to put, well, this file is not ordered in any particular way. I was gonna say, I usually like to put checkers last and formatters first, just so that fewer things fail when it needs to reformat, but you know, I clearly don't follow that when Flake 8 is right before AutoPep 8, so I don't know. I plan to put a little bit more thought into how I want to order these at some point. I also like to put the slower ones last, that's why my pie is at the end. But I plan to do some like fancy templating where all of my repositories will have essentially the same pre-commit configuration, and I'll be able to update them, you know, in a nicer way. But right now it's kind of copy and paste and as I see fit, so it's a little bit, you know, a little bit haphazard. But yeah, the order really doesn't matter all that much, although pre-commit will run them in the same order that they appear in the file. So this one will always run before this one, will run before this one, etc., etc. That might change. There's this like idea that has been floating around, and I'm coming around to it, which is to mark some hooks as read-only, which would allow them to run in parallel with other hooks, and also save some git diff timing in execution. But I'm still not 100% sold on the idea, but it might make it so I could reorder some of these and do a little bit better there. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Joe? Hello, hello. Arcade says, sounds dangerously like a global hooks config. Well, it's not a global hooks config, because there would still be, you know, per repository overrides for that configuration, but it would be a base set of things that I would extend from there. To have like additional checks. But yes, I know exactly what you're getting at. Hey, what's up, Harshat? Hello, hello. Shaz says, sorry I got a lurk today while I work on some physics. Ugh, good luck. Well, thank you for stopping by, and thank you for the present, by the way, Shazrobot. Shazrobot sent me some fancy beers, so I'm excited about those. I haven't tried them yet, but I will be trying them soon. It's kind of funny. Shaz sent a box to my house, and I knew I was getting a present, and I knew what my present was, and I knew Juice was getting a present, but I didn't know what her present was. Juice knew she was getting a present, but didn't know what my present was. So it was like, it was more like I was opening a present to surprise Juice with my present. She was opening her present to surprise me with her present. So it was kind of cool. I know that's super confusing. That was quite the run-on sentence. But thank you, Shaz. Appreciate it. That's what I'm getting at. Drunk Time Lord says, I love TDD, moved from one ORM to another in 20 minutes, changed hundreds of lines of code, didn't need to panic, and check 30 different features. Nice, that's awesome. Yeah, I always feel like it's really nice when your test suite is enough that you're confident in making changes, instead of, you know, being kind of you know, scared to change code. I know when I worked at Yelp, like the test coverage in the main code base was absolutely abysmal, and so there was very little confidence in changing anything, and a lot of, you know, fear, uncertainty, and doubt around any sort of change that would happen in that code base. And so, you know, when you have a much better test suite, you're a lot more confident about making changes, and you can make, you know, more interesting changes in that way as well. Oh, I forgot to turn on my keyboard cam. What's going on here? That's because I was recording the YouTube videos, and you'll notice that I'm using my other keyboard today. Oh, and it's not on camera. Whoops. That. There we go, fixed. Also a little bit crooked. Oh, now it's crooked in the other direction. Oh, that's annoying. Quality streaming. Don't need to see my Pokemon device. But anyway. RKJ says, I got the same through, though, in my .files repo, a metadir with pre-commit, mypy, fligate fakes. Nice, nice. Joel says TDD is nice when testing is not hard, though testing gRPC is hard. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Wait, what is my stream title today? Yeah, that's still correct. Cool. Shazrobot says, "Oh, be careful. They do have some coffee in them. I'm not sure how much. Ooh, should be fun." That was very confusing. Yeah, it was basically I knew my present, Juice knew her present. We didn't know each other's. That's the deal here, I think. And Jacob not running says, "What the fuck is being talked about?" Presents. That's what we're talking about. James Wayne says, "Anyone know if you should use parenthesis arrow for returning something from a Python function on the same indentation as the function, or as the start of the line so the text matches up with the function?" That's a good question, James Wayne. It's really up to what you feel like doing. I use, let's see if I can find one. Where is the multi-line one? Here's one. I use this indentation. So I, match this brace with this brace, so they're the same indentation, but Egyptian bracing essentially. And I double indent the parameters so that they're different from the body of the function, and I use this style everywhere. I need to make a formatter which fixes these indentations here because I haven't done that yet, but I plan to do that at some point. I also do the same thing for like if statements. See if I can find a complicated if statement. There we go. Here's one. So if statements, parentheses are the same kind of thing. You end up with a little sad face here. These are double indented to differentiate from a code here. But that's my opinion. You can pick whatever opinion that you want to do there. I think the biggest thing is just to be consistent instead of there. Hey, Spock0's here as well. Wait, did you say hi and I just missed it? You did say hi and I just missed it. Whoops. Oops. Whoops. Also, Twitch chat is now doing a really fucking annoying thing, which is this character sequence is being transformed into this character. Oh, what? When you copy it? When you copy it, it maintains the original. They've decided that we want what is the term? Combine glyphs, programming, text, editor, font, feature. What the fuck is the feature called? Maybe if I just put this, maybe someone in chat knows what the feature is called. Ligatures. They have enabled ligatures in chat, which I really do not like. I wonder if there's a way to turn it off. Chat, filters, pause chat, chat appearance. There is no way to turn off ligatures. God damn it, Twitch. I really do not like ligatures myself, but... Grumble. Sounds like your gifts are just like reading bad code. That's kind of true. Jacob running says, "What?" Jacob not running says, "What kind?" I believe it is a coffee stout. Is the beer that Shaz got me? I don't remember specifically though. I would have to check it out. Dota says, "Hey Anthony, I didn't realize you were involved in PyTest. Yes, I am one of the core developers." Drinktower says, "I tried doing your protocol thing for recursive types, didn't work. Oh no." Oh no. Dota says, "What do you think of testing in React?" I have not written much React myself, so I actually don't have much of an opinion on testing there. But I don't know. It's probably similar testing philosophy to everything else that I tend to test, which is like, isolate your functionality into small testable components, have pure functions that are inputs and outputs and not side effects, and then write tests which assert those inputs and outputs, and combine them together where necessary. And integration tests are useful, so, demonstrate how your code is actually working instead of pretending that the world works. There's this GIF. Let's see if I can find it. Sliding door unit test GIF. This one. Unit test versus integration test. Look, unit test passes. But wait. If this GIF ends too soon. No. Is it because it only shows the preview of it? Here we go. Integration or unit test passes, but integration test fails. But anyway, yeah, I think integration tests are useful for demonstrating that code is working, but they can be slow, and so you gotta work on them and make sure that they're you know, not flaky, or you trade off the amount of flakiness for what you're trying to get out of them. Harshit says, leaving live coders? I have already left. If you want to learn, oh, I should update my command. If you want to learn more about that, plugins, simple, live coders. I put the video up on YouTube where I talk about the live coder stuff, so you guys can check that out. I think it's in this one. Hi, chat. Hi, chat. I start a video basically the same every single time. Was it this video, or did I mistitle this? What did I just do? This isn't the same video. This is an explains video. What? It's this video, right? No, I titled this wrong. God damn it. Yeah, it's not this video. Shoot. Let me fix that. Fuck, what video is it? Is it this one? I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. God damn it. Okay, let me fix that, sorry. Dun, 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 dun. Whoopsie, save. This is on 10.9. Videos. And 9. Here we go. Worry about this. So it's this video. Watch the beginning of this video here. Then we can restart that. And so if you want to know more about that, do bang live coders, and you can figure that out. Shaz is the best simp, yeah. Joel says, maybe I still need to find a good way to test gRPC. There should be something out there, right? Maybe, maybe not. Jacob.writing says, what kind of keyboard is what I should have said? This is just my normal keyboard. If you do bang keyboard, you can learn more about it. This is the Code V3, although usually I am using a split keyboard, although I forgot to set it back up again this morning. So, but yeah, that's this one. Embargo says, you need to write a formatter to fix what indentation? The 8 spaces? So right now the formatters that I'm using, I have this open still? Yeah, so right now the formatters that I'm using allow both this indentation and this indentation. Technically they allow this indentation too. So I want to write a formatter which normalizes to this this form. But right now I manually, this is one of the few things left that I still manually indent. What's nice is if I, put this over here, add trailing comma will fix that for me. So you can see it reset the diff back to normal. But yeah, I don't have anything that fixes that side-to-side indentation. Basic PH says, hello guys, and Anthony writes code. I hope my PRN setup CFG format has been somewhat useful. Also, if you need to do some rewrite on my newbie code from my side, it was very instructive, so thank you. Yeah, Basic PH made a pull request. Oh, what did I just click on? Don't want to click on that. Basic PH made a pull request since last time to set up CFG format, which is pretty cool. It solves a feature that I've wanted solved for a while. It was nice to have someone else work on the project. But the original issue is that, there are these implementation classifiers in setup.cfg, and I wanted a way to automatically add them based on a Tox configuration. And Basic PH picked this up and implemented it. I helped them out on this. So this was their original implementation, which worked and was great. There was a little bit of extra code in here, so I snipped a little bit out of it. Snipped a little bit. Oh god, I can't fucking talk. I removed some of the code that I found was a little bit extra, and moved a little bit of things around. But basically, there were two different things using the talks environment list, so I made a function for that. I found, what did I do here? Oh yeah, this is me reusing that function here. This code wasn't actually doing anything, so I was able to just delete this and simplified some of the looping down here to do stuff here. But yeah, it was a really cool change, and I'm pretty happy with it. And I've already used the change already, so it's already paying off. You can see here in this patch that it added the implementation tags, which is really cool. So I'm happy with that. But yeah, thank you for that patch, Basic PH. Appreciate it. Timer says, I want to put my return type on the same line as the last parameter. Yeah, the problem with that, and what you should read, Drunk Time Lord, is this, and why you would want to put trailing commas everywhere. Because you will end up with a non-minimal diff here. You will have to modify 2 lines to add or remove a parameter here, whereas if you have a trailing comma and on a separate line, you will only add 1 line to do that. So I would suggest avoiding your preference there. That's one way to put it. Hey, what's up, Watch Older Bear? Hello, hello. Welcome back. Dota says, I love how it continually reloads my chat. Hey, what's up, Outdated Version? Hello, hello. Ligatures. Yeah, I'm super behind on chat. I'm 10 minutes behind on chat. Okay, we're gonna speed run chat here. Hey, what's up? I am Robot. Thank you for setting the MOTD to MOTD. Everyone's saying ligatures. Indeed. Hey, what's up, Binary? Hello, hello. YXHubUD says, fun fact, ampersand is a ligature. What? What? It originated as a ligature of the letters ET. That's cool. I did not know that. Fun fact, you're a ligature. Coffee stout sounds like an oxymoron. It's gonna be good. Pretty sure. Dota says, I would bet classes are a bit easier to test than functions. I would disagree. Classes mean you need to at least do 2 steps in order to test anything, which is instantiate the object and then figure out what it does. Whereas with functions, you just have inputs and outputs. I really don't think classes are easy to test. I think they make things worse. Yoda Dog says, what's the best way to debug Python? I'm trying to use the Anger framework and hate debugging it. With compiled binaries, GDB is so easy. Technically, you could use GDB if you really wanted to debug Python. I just use the built-in debugger, the terminal debugger. I have a video about this as well. It explains debugger. That match? Yes. So I would recommend watching this video that I just linked in chat. That'll give you a good start on stuff. This says, wonder if someone would claim type race today for a duel with Michaela. I don't think Michaela's here today. But yeah, we could do some type racer at some point. That could be a thing. What is your GIF here, Melting Lava? Do we have another unit testing GIF? Yeah, I've seen this one before. This is a pretty good one. Unit tests break less frequently. Yeah, I think so. There's the testing pyramid and also the testing diamond. Not familiar with those. But yeah. Juice says, I have to eat the food, be back in a bit. Juice, you changed your color, by the way. You're green now. Valatha says, you can simply look at the time at the top of your screen. You tend to forget that. Oh, up here? Yeah, it's true. It's true. I do forget about that a lot. Jill says, by the way, I have a new job as a Go programmer. Got the next interview tomorrow. Oh, maybe I have a new job. Nice. Good luck on that, Jaholo. Harshit says, in the rights code, typo video in the live coder command. I see no typo. What are you talking about, Harshit? James White says, just wondering, are code formaters just a bunch of regex or what? If they're regex based, they're usually wrong and bad. We'll put it that way. The way this one works is it uses this tool called tokenize.rt, which I wrote. Tokenize.rt is a wrapper around the standard library tokenizer and allows you to split the file into a bunch of tokens. Kind of see that tokenize x equals 5, I don't know, 5 plus 6, something like this. So this is the tokenization, which is a representation of the string, and the way I write my code formatters is I manipulate this token stream and produce new code as the output. But yeah. Oh no, we dropped some frames. No, not the frames. Hey, what's up, Caboose Juice? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. One time where it says, I didn't know about stir.center. It's beautiful. Thanks. Yeah, stir.center is pretty good. Drunk Timer says, I used to use stir.format with the caret operator. Yes, I have also done that as well. In fact, I have some code that still does that, if I recall correctly. Scratch. I think it's in this repository. Python. Did like a tabulate. That sounds like a thing. Yes. Oh, this is right aligned though. Is caret to center align? I didn't know that. It's kind of cool. But anyway, I wrote a little. This code is so fucking complicated. This is not good code. But it works, I guess. Dota says, which one do I contribute to Anthony? Both of those are my GitHub, so if you, whichever one you want to. Sorry about the frames. Clearly nothing I can do about it at this point, which is kind of annoying. Watch Older Bear says, good point about trailing commas. Go format enforces this by default. Yes, indeed it does. I know quite about that. Drunk Timer says, understandable. I'll get used to the inferior looking code style for better devs. I guess, I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. Hey, what's up, Bix Plays? Hello, hello. I'm sorry, how is unlurk not a command? I don't know. There's just lurk. I don't know. Do people usually have an unlurk command? I don't know. Hey, what's up, Bleezebrood TV? Hello, hello. Good to see you. Hazel Pie, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Wait, did you change your name? I feel like you had a different name before. And Jakutuli, hello, hello. Good to see you again. Wait, are we playing Type Racer? Did somebody redeem? Did somebody redeem? Hey! danclaudiupop, thank you for resubscribing 6 months in a row! And 6 total. Appreciate that. Thank you for sticking around with the stream. Man, 6 months. It's been half a year, man. It's what, since the beginning of lockdown? Has it been 6 months of lockdown? Let's see. It is the 10th month, and it started in the 3rd month. Oh man, it's been 7 months of lockdown. Damn. What a mess. What a mess. Hey, what's up, Tubeworm and Soren Kudo? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Dota says, are your DMs open on Discord? Yes, they should be open on Discord. Although usually I think you have to have a mutual server with me, so I think you have to be part of my Discord for that. But I don't really know how Discord works, so. And hello again, Caboose Juice, and what's up, Johnny Man? Hello, hello. Carrot Centerline, cool. Some do have it. Okay, cool. Hazel Pie TV says I did change my name. Nice, nice. It was Hazel GD before. I was planning on redeeming, but chat wasn't hype. Ooh, chat was not hype on the Type Racer. On the Hype Racer? Drunk Time says I'm on mobile. I don't want to play Tap Racer. I see. Okay, cool. So I want to talk about what I want to work on today. I got the deploy system working mostly off stream, and it turns out that Amazon has this feature that just does all this shit for me. So I had this like really complicated setup, and then I did a little bit of research on it, and there is this instance refresh. Where is it? Yeah, instance refresh. Start refresh. Yeah, so there's this start instance refresh, which does exactly what I want to do for my auto-scaling group. It just rotates all the instances for me, so I don't have to write my own specialized rotate. Which is very weird to me, because Lyft had a really fucking complicated and buggy-ass script that did this, but it looks like Amazon just does it for me. Hey, what's up, Carl Holger? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And so I wanted to show you guys this today. And I wanted to finish this up, because it's not done yet. Let me show you my deploy status so you can kind of see some of the setup. This is actually part of the stuff that we need to do today, which is the actual cleanup. But you can see that I did do a deploy offline, and so the current revision that I've deployed is this 2E04E. And I have also made another AMI for F448, which I believe is the current revision. Red parse head, yeah, F448. So I've built a new AMI for that. So I want to show you guys deploying a new AMI first. So I can do that by copying this and then doing python-m scripts.deploy deploy this, and that should found a new AMI, created a new template version. And this is the instance refresh, and so this will run in the background and pull every 15 seconds until complete. If we actually go out to AWS here, dang it, I didn't off my password manager again. Let me copy this and log in, and so we should be able to see that instance refresh going. AWS, copy the key, paste, copy some unrelated text, log in. Multi-factor, right? Whoopsies. Whoopsies. 3, 1, 4, 8. Okay. So we should see that this is, oh, you can see here that we're already, we've replaced one instance, and it's waiting for those to start up. And we can see in instances, we should see 2 instances. We should see 2 instances. Why did it delete the old one already? Weird. Maybe this doesn't work how I want it to work. I was under the impression it would add the instance and then remove it. Instance management. Where's the old one? Maybe this one has already become healthy and it's just in its waiting state? I'm not really sure. Launch time 12:32. This is the instance that just launched. Why is this one gone already? Why? I probably need to have a larger minimum size. There's probably some bug with this. There's probably some bug with the way this works in that it will terminate if there's only one instance. What do you mean permission denied public key? It's the yeah, it's the public. Oh, these are not gonna have keys associated with them? Is that the problem? Yeah, you don't have... Key pair name is missing. So that's my problem. I gotta fix that as well. But anyway, this thing mostly does exactly what I want to do, so that's cool. Valdez says, I would be hyped if Michaela was here. Don't want to risk Anthony having a chance to win. I see. Hey, what's up, Steve Bendito? Hello, hello. Steve Bendito says, Instance Refresh is pretty new. I think they released it a couple months ago. Super handy. Yeah, it's really great. Hazel Pie says, I've been filling for 338 days. Oh, follow age. Hazel Pie TV. 11 months, it says. But yeah, it simplifies the time a little bit here. But that's pretty awesome. Simple Bar, welcome back, says, don't forget to wear a seatbelt. Oh, to set them OTD, I see, nice. Hazel Pie says, you expected a message of the day, but it was me! John High says, I'm going to bed early. Me now. Ah, Anthony is online. Better start writing some code now. Oh, 5 minutes ago. Yeah. That's great. That's great. The answer server says, can you tell me why pre-commit is passing locally and failing in GitHub Actions? Only difference is GitHub Actions is running 3.6 and I'm running 3.7.7. If I move the NoQA line, it complains in GitHub Actions, it fails locally. Yes, let me look at what you have got here. Is it complaining on a decorator? Would be my guess. Because the offset of decorators changed in... yeah. So, the offset of decorators changed between 3.6 and 3.7. So, in one version of Python, it reports this line, and the other version of Python, it reports this line. And there's not really much that can be done about that. That's just what... that's what CPython tells us this decorator, or this function definition exists at. But I would not suggest no QAing this. You're better off to change... where is it? This to 361. That would be my recommendation. But yeah, the offset of functions changed. So it does actually report it on 2 different lines there. But as long as you're using a consistent Python version, you should be good there. But yeah. Dota says, shot in the dark, but are you using any secrets? Oh, for the other server. I see. Hey, what's up, front left by the speaker? Good to see you again. Welcome back. John High says, click on the machine. Should say if you need a key, and if so, which one? Yeah, it would be right here. But it's missing for some reason. I'm pretty sure it's in my launch template, so I'm confused about that. So we'll look at that first, once this finishes. Let's see... Where's launch templates? Launch templates. Here we go. So this should have... Oh, key pair name is missing. Sure as shit. Terraform. Where's my Terraform directory? Launch template. Yep, I am indeed missing my key pair name. Oh. Terraform key pair. EDMS, that's not what I want. Terraform launch template. Key pair. Key name. Key name. Key name? Key name. Key name equals alias key pair.utility.name. So I kind of expect Terraform to be really angry here, because I've manually adjusted this. The object has no argument, nested block, or exported attribute named name. Terraform. This is gonna be .keyname or something stupid. Yeah, it's .keyname. Consistency. Keyname. Cool, but you can see this this deploy finished, so it rotated all my instances here, and you can see if I try and redeploy it the same thing, it'll say it's already deployed. But yeah, that's what's up with that. apply. So Terraform should be angry here. I'm actually going to say no to whatever plan it gives me because I need to do some changes to make it ignore particular attributes. But I hadn't figured out how to do that yet, so I will be doing that in a second. Dota says I had an issue where GitHub Actions was failing due to trying to push from a fork to a parent repo because secrets aren't shared across the forks. Indeed, indeed. Big's Plays has been falling for 1 year and 4 months. Damn, that's a really long time. Right left by the speaker says new keyboard tonight. So this is actually my original keyboard. Well, I guess not my original keyboard. My first new keyboard. We switched back last stream and I haven't, you know, fixed it or whatever. Harshit says, I saw that your video on YouTube about live coders. I don't know what is happening there, but I also want to make anyone, I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. The only thing I have to say is I appreciate you, I love your content, and what you're doing. Well, thanks for that, Harshit. Miguel says, did my raid not work? I had one entire person with me. I think Twitch, let's see. Oh, I see it in my activity feed. I don't think I have a limit in Streamlabs, so I don't know why that changed. What the fuck? Where is that? There's the little settings thing. Settings! I'm pretty sure I have raids of no minimum size. I thought. API settings, integration, is it in widget? Alert box? Raids. Raider minimum is 0. Yeah, I have it set to a raid to 0. So I don't know why it didn't show up, but I don't see it at all in my recent events. So I don't know what happened there, Michaela. No idea. But welcome to the stream, Michaela. Good to see you. Jenny says, hold up, you misspelled launch, and it still showed up. Here? This one? Where did I misspell launch? What are you talking about? Where? Where did I misspell launch? In your text editor search. Oh. Yeah, sure shit, I did typo it. What? It's possible that yeah, I don't... I'm confused. Anyway, we changed it. That's fine. Okay, so we don't want this to happen. So I gotta make sure, I'm gonna make something ignore this, because otherwise it's going to reset my version here. So we gotta make it ignore launch template.version. So I'm gonna say no. ESG runner. Ignore changes. Launch template.version. Is that how you do that? We'll find out. My guess is gonna be launch template 0.version, just from what I know about Terraform. Server says, thank you. Knowing this was just a test, a demo, I have a private repo which don't have a setup.cfg. Yeah, you can also do it without setup.cfg. Oops. What is that tool? Flake8 typing imports. There's a command line argument or a Flake8 option for that as well. You can set min Python version to whatever version you want. So you can pass this as a command line argument, or you can set it in your configuration. So you can do it like this, or you can use args in pre-commit. But yeah, either of these will work. So I would follow this, the other server. Joel says, how does Terraform handle autoscaling groups? Launch template is represented by a list of objects. It must be indexed with a numeric key. Okay. I I'm actually telling it to set the min size and desired capacity at creation time, but then I'm telling it to ignore those every time after that. So I'm going to be managing the desired capacity externally. Actually, I think we're going to set min size to 1 here as well. That way it starts an instance. Although that'll make first deploy slower, so maybe not. I don't know, it doesn't actually matter. Doesn't actually matter. We'll set it to 1. But hopefully this will ignore that version thing and it'll only change our launch configuration template there. Is it the one with clears? Yes, this is the clears one. Outdated version has been following for 2 years. Fucking crazy. You're like actual OG outdated version. Oh yeah, that's true. You've been here forever. Of course you're OG. Oh, before I say yes. Okay, change min size from 0 to 1. That looks good. We're leaving version alone, which is also good. And we need to tell it to ignore these things too. We need to tell it to ignore latest version and image ID. So we are not saying yes, we're saying no. How do I do that? Life cycle. Ignore changes to image ID and latest version. These are managed by deploy scripts. Yes. Okay, let's try that now. Front left by the particular says, by the way, thanks for the tip on Town Cry for changelog. Play with it over the weekend. Yeah, what'd you think about it? Hey, what's up? How are you? Hello, hello. 4 months. Damn. You guys says, weird. I guess I did it wrong, but it did open up your stream with refer equals rate. Oh, did you stream? By the way, did you stream, Michaela? What did you stream? What did you stream? And it didn't even register in my brain. Oh, raid. That must have meant. Oh, raid. No. Shh. That's me. 127 followers. All right, we're gonna follow your channel, Michaela. Next time you stream. Okay, so it should have just changed key name. That's good. This should just change min size. That also looks good. That looks good. Recursive chat says leaving live coders. I have actually left live coders as well. Says off the ban. If you do bang live coders, you can learn more about the shenanigans that went down there. Hey, what's up, eyemaysimp? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Does that mean you're gonna gift some subs, eyemaysimp? Well, welcome. Halton Catch says, I heard somewhere that Twitch is suppressing low count raids. Maybe. Yeah, there was that weird search. I'm not sure what's up with there. Lunch key. Yeah. Lunch templates. Yum. Anthony's fingers aren't thread safe. It's true. The band says, hey, you voted, respect, indeed. Check out my fancy, oh, it's on this side. My fancy I voted sticker, which is also in Chinese and Spanish, which is cool. But yes, I turned in my mail-in ballot today. So I guess, technically I haven't been counted yet, but I did vote. Oh no, poor Pumpkin is so squished back here. You can't even see Pumpkin's cute face. Because Zane's like...
Less than 3.
Hey, Hey, Billieem, thank you for resubscribing with Prime for 2 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. John High says, am I the only one to still think it was a typo? If so, I'll go to bed for sure. Yeah, no, it was definitely a typo. Definitely a typo. I'm just really confused why it matched if it matched. It should have been lunch template, but I definitely, you know, I typo stuff all the time. That's probably what happened there. Hey, what's up, Metal Storm? What happened to the other keyboard? It is over here. Chat wanted me to switch last stream, and I just didn't switch back. But yes, it's this is my other mechanical keyboard. But yeah. Git add shoe, git commit -m. Changes to ASG management after deploy scripting. Of course. Nice. But yeah, I definitely typoed it wrong. So it says, did the color change? It did indeed. You are now red, whereas you were where were you before? You were blue up here. Now you are red because you used /color. Let me get this back down to the bottom. Anyway, Cupid Lover says, hi, you look on edge. I don't think I'm on edge. I think I'm just normal. Just as normal as I always am. Front left by the speaker says, I like it. Was gonna try something based on conventional commits, but Towncar is more flexible, less automatic, good middle ground. Yeah. Kinda like it for PyTest. eyemaysimp says, no, I don't blame simps though, I blame the pornocracy. What is the pornocracy, eyemaysimp? I don't think I've heard of that. Tubworm says, I didn't vote. You should vote, Tubworm, you should vote. If you're in the US, I guess.
Well, an extra stream.
Wait, is today not my normal stream
Python.
day? No, it's my normal stream day, Rizix. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for resubscribing. Appreciate that. This is a normal stream day, I think. Usually. Keo says, I streamed a few minutes of CSGO for some funsies, but I can't just capture the game, and I have to show the whole window, so it's super awkward. I see. Oh, is game capture not working? Yeah, that might be a thing. That might be a thing. And we had Billieem with the resubscribe. Appreciate that. Memphs, how's it going? Welcome back. And Jay Carey, hello, hello. Juice is back as well. He doesn't look on edge, he looks on Firefox to me. Hi back, I'm Steve. As Dutch guy, I keep laughing about the lull everywhere. I see. Juice says, how did you vote on 22? I voted no on 22. Prep 22 is the gig economy one. And, you know, my reasoning is not just because I used to work at Lyft. Like, my reasoning is more like propositions that provide loopholes for corporations are not so great, but also the amount of... Sorry, this is going to be a politics sidetrack. You can tune me out for a few minutes if you don't want. I think the bigger issue for me with Prop 22 is the amount of legislature, you know, strong arming that would need to fix the problem if it were a problematic proposition, in that any amendment to that loophole would require a 7/8 majority, which is basically unheard of in legislature, and so it would kind of, you know, solidify it in stone forever, and I feel like that's not exactly a fair thing to do. But also, yeah, I think I also fundamentally kind of disagree with the idea of providing a loophole. But anyway, Rizzik says, "Oh shit, it's Monday. I thought it was Sunday." Well, hopefully you don't have work or something, cause yikes. Middlestorm says, with PyTest to use with PyTest.raises, when you expect a bit of code or all the code in a test to raise an exception intentionally, it feels weird to have all that in a context manager like that. Usually I only, you know, similar to a try except statement, I will minimize the amount of code that's affected by that. We find an example. All repos grep high test raises. Why did I /p? That makes no sense. Also, raises is not a thing. We can say with in we need -e in star.py. We also want output paths -l, and then we can grab h_tilly to grab my stuff, and I have a mismatched buddy problem. What is wrong here? Really? Oh, I see it. I see it. I am missing a single quote here. Yeah, so here's an example. Like, I will only have one line of code inside of the raises statement, and then I will do assertions based on the exception raised down here. Yeah, here's another similar example. These ones are not so interesting. These are all system exit ones. This one I didn't even bother with assertions for whatever reason. Again, this probably shouldn't have a side effect of system exit now that I think about it. But what was this one about? Oh, this one is about testing a generator. But yeah, essentially I use it similar to how you would use, you know, a try except. Hey, what's up, Elamander? Hello, hello, welcome back. The illustrator says, it's working with the flight argument now, no more no QAs. Thank you again. Why did they change the line number thing? There's a big old truck going by my house. Let's see, site bugs.python.org, function line, is it line now? This one, 33211. Line number and call offset are wrong on function definitions with decorators. Yeah, so it used to be reported here, and it is now reported here. And so this was what was changed here. Am I in this? And a friendly, familiar name. If you guys don't know Ethan, who's usually in chat, Ethan apparently worked on this, which is pretty neat. Lol means dick in Dutch. Oh god, that's great. Gig economy, isn't that some kind of Pokemon thing? So everybody says, what happened to your other keyword? It's just over there. We switched for stream and I forgot to bring it back, but yeah. At the same time, there are people named Dick in our country. There's people named Dick in my country too. Hey, what's up, Ralphie Coates? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Elamander says, why watch Anthony? Content 31%, keyboard 69%. Nice. It's a public holiday. That was the problem. Oh, I see. Wait, is today a holiday? What holiday is today? Not in the US, it seems like. Oh, it's Columbus Day. Oh, I see. A bit of a, maybe not the best holiday to celebrate, put it that way. Cupid Lover says, is it possible to get data from an OData web service to a SQLite database and update daily overnight? If so, how? Yeah, sounds possible. I would probably set up a cron. If you have a persistent server that's always running, you can set up a cron so that it runs a script at a particular time and populates your database. If you don't have cron, you could probably use some other sort of scheduling thing. If you're working with, you know, like AWS or whatever, you could probably use a scheduled Lambda to do that. But yeah, there's probably some way you could do that. You have a man named Dick to Cock at work. Oh no. Oh no. JP Pratt says, Michaela, programming stream when? If I stream code, it would just be docs on the stream the entire time. That's fine. I mean, I have docs up on my stream a lot as well. Metal Storm says, I have another name tuple video for you, Inheritance. Indeed, I actually put that in my video ideas already. Anthony explains ideas. So I do talk about, I guess I have this for name tuple inheritance. I don't think inheriting from name tuples is usually a good idea. It's got to be said. But like beyond the first class building, like inheriting from that class, I feel like is not a good idea. But that's just me. Inheritance gets messy real fast. You sure it wouldn't be feed on the stream the entire time? It could be. Ralphie says, I wish I got a sticker when I sent in my absentee ballot. So California sends a little voter thingy thing, and the sticker is attached there, and it says, peel and wear with pride. That's why it's on the other side. I am wearing my sticker with pride. But yeah. Isn't there a big store? Yeah, there's a sporting store called Dick's in the US. It's true. Thanksgiving for Canada. Oh. Canadian Thanksgiving 2020. Is that today? Oh, it is today. Huh. Well, happy Canadian Thanksgiving to those in the Great White North. Indigenous Peoples Day. Yeah, the plundering of Indigenous Peoples Day. That's Columbus Day. Michaela asks, what do you take notes with? I usually just write markdown in text files, personally. Maybe someone in chat has a more advanced thing there. Okay, I am still behind on chat, but I'm gonna go fill up my water because my mouth is getting dry. I will be right back, and we'll see you guys in a sec. I'm back. I got my water. Michaela says, just ask Juicebox to give you a crunch. Oh no. Michaela. Oh no. Michaela's stream would be too lewd and bad. Would just be hentai, but all the anime characters are furry feet. Big Space says, by the way, if anyone is a computer nerd like me, you've likely had a few 2.5-inch drives die on you. Personally, I reuse the dead ones as coasters. Oh, that's kind of cool. Metalstorm said we had a client named Richard Hard. My dad had a boss at one point who was named Dick Best. Which, just don't name your kids Richard, please. Just like, don't. There's no way to win there. But yeah. Hey, what's up? Nixthul, who says ink drop is nice for taking notes. Used a trial of it the other day. Oh, cool. I have not heard of that. Our Lord and Savior org mode. Have you considered? Org plus mode, says Tube Worm. I see, I see. Hey, what's up, Julian? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. Steven D2 says, just ordered some bubble tea because I'm craving it. Oh, bubble tea sounds really good right now. Maybe I'll get some teaspoon later. Hey, what's up, Voidrose? Hello, hello. How's it going? Offband says, I just watched the Live Coders thing. Sad to hear that. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I think, you know, programmers will live on and we will be better and less shitty about stealing money from creators than Live Coders was. But yeah. Paratroid says, what's this about Live Coders? Do bang Live Coders and you can learn more about it for yourself. We had a contest each year for Dutch's worst names. Last year a guy named Koosbusters won. Yikes. Imagine being named Richard Richardson, aka Dick Dixon. Juice says, teaspoon without me. Well, maybe I'll just go to, what's the other one? That way I'm not getting teaspoon without you. On 4th Street. What is it called? It's a chain. I don't know. It slipped my mind, but maybe I'll go there instead. Offman says, y'all know about this programmingmotherfucker.com. What is this? Become a programmer, motherfucker. What? This is cool. If you don't know how to code, then you can learn even if you think you can't. Oh, there's a whole bunch of free resources. This is actually amazing. This is really cool. Nice. I like it. Hey, what's up? I'm Diggin. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so what was I doing? Failed to push. Okay, typo. So what I want to do is the way my... Oh, man. I'm all over the place on the keyboard today. The way I want my deploy system to work is to maintain the last 2 deployed versions and delete all the other ones. So right now what it should do... Wait, why do I have 2 versions here? Confused. Is it making a version every time? Let's check that. Let's see what happens here. It made a new version past version 4. Maybe it was because I updated the base and it recreated another one. Otherwise, we have some bugs to fix. Okay, no, it looks like it just recreated this. But basically, what I want it to do is clean up these versions that are not used, that are older than the version than this, that are not the original version, and then clean up extra AMIs and extra snapshots. Which is what this not implemented error is going to do down here. But in order to do that, I kind of need a 3rd version to deploy so that I can do the actual cleanup part. And I happen to know there's a bug to fix that'll be pretty easy to fix, which is this stack trace that I get on in-progress runs. So I'm going to set up the thing here. And we need to start the proxy run pre-commit.ci.web.app. I'm going to intentionally not start the worker process because I want to trigger an in-progress run. Let me get this situated up here. Log in with GitHub to my 2nd account. Paste my password in. Oh no, my password, it's Control V. How did you know? I'm Deacon says, are you using Pop OS? Nope. I'm using Windows. and Ubuntu. Super says, how do I migrate data with Alembic? Isn't migrations like the whole point of Alembic? Or am I misremembering? I have not used Alembic myself, so I don't actually know the answer there. Okay, but we need to trigger a run here, and the easiest way to do that is close and reopen. So we're gonna do that, close, and reopen. This should put it in the pending state, and this is the crash that we have to fix, this crash here. Type error, the JSON object must be str bytes array, bytes or byte array, not none type. So that problem is happening here. Convert runs. Oh, so this must be none somehow, which is weird because I don't think it should be none. Where's this? Local runs data. Steps. It does say nullable here, so that's a problem. Steps. What is your type? You have type equals tuple. How did you end up being none? How did you end up being none? What? What's going on here? Finland Pen Speaker says, heading off, I'm toast. Peace. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you around. Andre Costa says, what happened to the fancy split keyboard? It's over there. I switched last stream and I'll switch back at some point. I just forgot to switch back. But yeah, I still have it. It's still a thing. This is my other mechanical keyboard. What's up, Philly? Hello, hello. Good to see you. What is your badge? This one right here? It is... Oh goodness. How do I make it show up? It is an I voted sticker. Oh, I just needed to lean back. There we go. Because I turned in my vote by mail ballot today. In California. Okay, so how does this end up being this is a problem? Web app run make. So steps should be the empty tuple here. Steps should be an empty tuple there. Or here. One of these two. Let's actually run the job so that it completes. Where did this go? I know I moved it. Pre-commit worker queue. Worker.queue. So that should run the one job and get that cleared here. Should turn green. Cool. Cancel this again. Restart this while debugging. And then close and reopen. Damn it. Run is one of the PDP commands. Let's try this again. Close and reopen. Empty tuple. Hey, what's up, Luxozel? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, let's see what happens here. Why are you... Oh, we're missing steps here. That's why. That's why it's null. Okay, it's easy to fix. Impl local runs data create. Let's make this not null. Although I think we just put to steps. So maybe we should allow it to be null and just process it properly. Like that, I guess. That should... Oh, this one completed, right. So I'm gonna make another pending one. Oh, I need to check that in the other implementation as well. Impl AWS runs data create. Oh, it just splats the whole thing in here, so this doesn't have the same bug. It's only a bug in the local version. Okay. Okay, no more breakpoints. I should be able to close and reopen and get a pending one, and it should render properly. Close, reopen, and pending, and not crashing. This blank state looks pretty crappy, but whatever. I think it's fine. It's fine for now. I can always improve it later. Ozd says, either it's good. Hey man, why would anyone use anything other than TypeScript/React/Node in 2020? Because why would you write JavaScript? Because there's better languages for other stuff. Like I don't think I would necessarily want to write a, you know, loosely typed language to target low-level machinery or, you know, performance critical software or embedded or I don't know. There's all sorts of reasons why people would use other programming languages. But I don't know. I think if you're writing a web app, you also don't really need React. You can get by with either little to no JavaScript. I tend to like static websites myself. They tend to perform better too. But I don't know. It's up to preference. It's up to requirements. It's what you want to do for things. John says, I'm currently learning Go beside Python. I think Go and TypeScript have very different purposes in programming land. Yeah, I agree with that. C++ are fast algorithms, Python for some short, simple scripts, for everything else, TypeScript, Node, and React. I mean, I don't think you should write new C++ in 2020. I think you have better alternatives in like Go or Rust or those sorts of languages, but I don't know. That's my thought on there. Rizix says F. I have not dropped any more frames this stream. I dropped some frames earlier, but it doesn't appear to be my problem this time. Baby Pratt says, really depends on what you're doing. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. Hey, what's up, BZLight? Hello, hello. Yeah, we're using the normal keyboard again. I just forgot to switch for stream. It takes me a couple minutes to set up the other keyboard, so I didn't. So we're using the other one today, which is fine. You can compare Rust to C++, but Java and Go are not only garbage collected, but sometimes garbage as a whole. That's a funny way to put it. I actually think Java's fine. I don't really see any problems with it. I mean, the startup time is a little bit annoying, but I think Java's okay as a programming language. Of course, you know, you have to separate the implementation of the language from the specification of the language, because like a language can't be bad, but an implementation of it can be bad. Like for instance, you could take Java and compile it to, you know, native machine code and not have a JVM and all that other stuff, and like obviate a lot of that startup cost, but it's not, and not many have done that. But hey, what's up, Westfall? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Of course, when you compile down to native code, you lose some of the benefits of having a virtual machine, like you know, just-on-time compiling or portability or other stuff like that. But Room says, but static websites don't wibble and wobble. It's true, they don't. Rizzik says, might be me. Yeah, perhaps, because it looks like my frames are good today. Ozdy says, anyway, you look like a good dev. I'm writing static websites without React. I'm writing Python. Web apps in Python. I don't know. That's different than use TypeScript for everything. They're trade-offs to everything, so GSQL's bad as a toxic idea. Not managing memory manually allows you to develop faster and more. Yeah, I think, like, you know, again, it's about which tool you want for the job and your set of trade-offs and constraints and what you actually want to do. You know, pick the right tool for the job. I don't know. I would argue that TypeScript is not the right tool for a lot of jobs. I would also say that Python is not the right tool for a lot of jobs as well. Like, there are things where you would want to have, you know, something else to do that there. But anyway, we fixed this little tiny bug here. Git commit -m fix steps being nullable and runs. So this doesn't actually affect the actual production website, but I wanted to you know, have something to commit to run another build. Scripts.deploy git. Oh, I actually have to build the AMI first. Oh, that reminds me, there's another thing that I want to do in build AMI. So one thing that's happening right now is these files are all being uploaded to the AMI, and I don't want to include my local PyC files in there. Also, if I had like random other scripts in there, I don't want to include those as well. So I want to actually clean those before building. So clean PyCs. And the way I'm gonna do that, do I want to just use git clean? I think I'm gonna explicitly clean up PyC files. Also, what is in this directory? Nothing, it looks like. I can do this with walk, or I can do this with find. Like, I'm just gonna cheat and use find. So find pre-commit.ci -name pycache exec with this. Yeah. Although I think you can use plus here. Yeah. This is the better form. I don't know why so many things recommend this \semicolon thing, where plus works way better. Because this will start end processes to do what you want, and this will do it all in one process, and so this will be considerably faster. Of course, you could do this in parallel, but I think this one is better. Okay. Subprocess.check call find pre if we ever require non-dirty, use git clean instead. Find pre-commit.ci -name pycache -exec -r bracket plus. Clean PyCs, so this will prevent them from being PyCs in my AMI. clean PyC files in a my builder. It's at Malachi, who says Grail VM. Oh, a different JVM implementation? Yeah. You separate language from implementation. C# as a syntax is the best. Yeah, I actually really like C# myself. There's some JavaScript things now like Next that are doing basically what Python does, sending front end via the back end. It's not exactly what Dart is doing, VM for development and compiling to machine code for release builds. Oh, I didn't know they had a VM for development. But yeah, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Brent says, time for me to leave again. Have a good one, everyone. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you around. Julian says, find also has delete. Yeah, but it doesn't work for directories. Cannot delete directory not empty. I do know about delete. Like I could do find dash name startup PyC, but then it would leave the directories around. I kind of want to delete the directories. Not that it matters, because directories take essentially 0 disk usage, but anyway, I do know about delete. Delete's kind of amazing, but you know, I basically have this command muscle memoried from the number of times that I've run it. And if you're using GNU find and not, oh god, what have I done? If you're using GNU find and not crippled BSD find, you can get rid of the dot as well, because dot is implied with GNU find. But yeah, delete's pretty cool. Delete is pretty cool. Strips.build AMI. So we're gonna build another AMI. This will take about 10 minutes. So let's see, do I have any open source I can do while that's running? Elite engineers for new team! Fucking recruiter spam. It literally doesn't say what the company is for. It just says co-founder and then nothing. Oh, there's probably an image here. I hope all is well. Were you aware that we recently placed an ex-colleague of yours? Ooh. What company are you? God, I fucking hate these. What a goddamn mess. I guess we do have this. Oh, I just didn't answer this question. Yep, seems fine. Want to split those out into... Yeah, I want to split those out. Cool, seems good. Hey, what's up, Ziggs CSGO and Subnet? Thank you both for the follow. Welcome to the stream, Subnet. That's a cool name, Subnet. Which Subnet are you, Subnet? LinkedIn recruiters are the worst. I don't think this guy's a LinkedIn recruiter. I actually don't know how he got my email address. But yeah, they are the worst. I agree. We hired one of the many Lyft employees that were laid off. Yeah, basically. Mrs. Q says, hey, Python dude, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Doing well. We're working on deploy systems. My deploy system is going to be kind of slow based on, you know, how I'm building it out right now, but I'm not really concerned about deployment speed because I don't think I'm going to be deploying very often. And I eventually want to build the continuous deployment system on stream, which will, you know, it'll basically make deploy speed not actually a thing that I care about. So I'll just send my patch and it'll just magically do the rest for me. At least that's the goal. But right now it's going to be manual, and so I guess it is a little bit painful while it's manual, but whatever. Mem says, 7 days ago I received an offer where they needed a software engineer with experience in PHP when I've not touched it since 2013 and it's on my resume. I've been in JavaScript for the past 4 years. I think do I still have PHP on my resume? Actually can't show this on stream because it has my information in it. Oh, actually I don't know what screen it's going to open on, so anyway, we're not going to open up my resume. Because otherwise you'll know my address and my phone number, and I don't want you to know either of those things. Subnet says, what's poppin'? I identify as a Class A subnet. Nice. Mrs. Q says, /24 is the best subnet ever. Nice. Nice. PHP is like riding a bike. Scylla says, I'm getting no offers, sad face. Well, keep applying. You'll get there eventually. Mrs. Q says, does pre-commit fix/lint all code indentation and check rules, etc. before pushing and automatically fixes the errors? Yes. Depending on what plugins you configure. So, pre-commit itself doesn't do any fixing or checking or anything, but it delegates those to tools that would implement those sorts of things. So, for instance, in Python, you might use like Flake 8 to do that. You might use AutoPep 8 to do your formatting. You might use Black or ESLint or whatever code formatter thing you want to do. But there's all sorts of plugins that you can set up for it, and yeah, it does do those things. You can also set it up as pre-push instead of pre-commit if you're more interested in a pre-push workflow instead of a commit workflow. I know some people prefer that. I like the commit workflow that way. It keeps my commits clean. Superim says, what are the hottest plugins for pre-commit? So I have the answer to that from 2017, but I actually don't know the updated data. Chris did a GitHub-based, I mean, not the most scientific search on this, but did a search on the stats in January of 2017 and found that the most popular hooks were trailing whitespace, YAML fixer, YAML checker, I can't read, end of file fixer, JSON checker, and Flake 8. And those were the top 5 in 2017. But I imagine the answer to this would be pretty different today. This is actually one of the things that I want to answer using pre-commit.ci, because once people are using the CI system, I'll be able to know like what tools they're using and kind of like be able to prioritize what stuff I work on based on that. But it's quite the long tail here. Stash.netconomy.net/799/ cool. Some dude's home directory. But anyway. Yeah, this was in 2017, so it's been three and a half years since this, so I'm sure this has changed since then. But yeah. Mrs. Q says, which linter do you prefer, Black, AutoPep 8, and why? I use... I guess I can show you my configuration that I use for most of my projects, which is a bunch of different tools jammed together. Bunch of miscellaneous tools from pre-commit hooks, mostly around like whitespace and debug statements and stuff. This is a code formatter which prefers single quotes, which is the opposite of what Black does. This is a linter for Python. I maintain Flake 8, so that's one of the things that I use. This is a formatter for setup.cfg. This is the formatter that I prefer for Python, mostly because it is less strict about things and it's more lenient to allow styles that I prefer. It's not as opinionated as Black. As such, it does fewer things. I use this import sorter called reorder Python imports that again I wrote. I use this tool called add trail and comma. This was basically Black before Black existed. This tool has been around since 2017, but it has similar ideas to Black around trailing commas and function call formatting and that sort of thing. But I use this. I also use a formatter called PyUpgrade. This picks or kind of enforces that you're using new types of syntax, and you can set a minimum version for that. I also use MyPy for type checking. If you're interested in some of the stuff that PyUpgrade does, I'm actually looking at the pre-commit config for PyUpgrade. It will, upgrade set literals to the new syntax, dictionary and literals and comprehensions, format specifiers, percent formatting, Unicode literals, etc., 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 all sorts of stuff, including like getting rid of 6. But the thing that people are most excited about usually is it will auto-create f-strings, which is pretty cool. But yeah, those are some of the code formatters and linters that I use. I also maintain a bunch of them, so they're kind of my favorite thing to work on is code formatters and linters and that sort of stuff. But yeah. Ralphie Goes says, what advice do you guys have for panicking during interviews? I bombed an interview last week because of anxiety. I think that's one of the things that you'll just work out with practice. But yeah, interviews are definitely stressful. Yeah, Steven just says, yeah, use practice. You'll get better about not freaking out. Yeah. Rizik says, what if you had two formatters to pre-commit that contradict on something? If they autofix, who will win? The answer is neither of them will win. One will write it one way, and then whichever one writes it one way will write it that way first, and that will cause pre-commit to fail. And then the other one will rewrite it back to the other way, and so they'll write back and forth forever. But then they will, they will never resolve. Pre-commit will always exit non-zero if both of those are formatting back and forth. Yeah, there's actually a Stack Overflow question about exactly the same thing. What's up, Motor Ranger? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Did this finish? Yay, this finished. Okay, so now deploy status. We should see 3 AMIs now, which is good. And we should see that F44 is currently deployed, which is this one here. And so we want to deploy the new version. Deploy, and get rev parse head. I should probably make it so we can just take head and then expand this. But cool, create a new launch config version. Actually, to deploy status over here. You can see that new launch config version. This is pointing to this AMI, which points to this revision. The status should probably know whether its rolling is in progress. We can probably do that as well. Mrs. Q says, OMG, I have searched years for that. Now I know the name F-strings. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. F-strings are pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy with them. MSR says, is there a way to make local hooks back? I don't know what that word is. If the binary is not installed, or is it the repository owner to make the mandatory in their setup.cfg/pi? Can you give an example, MSR? I'm not sure I quite understand. To make local hooks not mandatory if the binary is not installed. There is not a way to do that. The idea is that your configuration will be consistent against all users. There's no optional hooks. But you can run skip on stuff if you really need to skip individual things. But the recommendation is not to do that. Pre-commit works best when it manages all of the tools. So if you can install them via additional dependencies or other stuff, that's usually the recommendation. Joel says, I go to interviews really relaxed. Just give it your best, and failing is just something that happens. That makes it less stressful. Yeah. Yeah. Elemander says, how to run Node.js code with Python. Subprocess? I don't know. Get refresh or an ASG. Okay, so we want to use this in status. Import context lid. Okay, cool. So now it prints that there is a deploy in progress. Cool. So now get more information here, which is cool. Hey, what's up, m2dev.net? Hello, hello. Welcome back. Good to see you. So we've got our deploy in progress running over here. We have this template. So it should know that, or the way the cleanup works, or should work, is it'll mark these two as deletable versions, and then it should mark this AMI, this 0D6 as deletable, so it should be able to delete this AMI, and then it should delete this snapshot, B82. So we're gonna write the code for that. Hey, what's up, Hagel? Hey, Hagel. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Scripts deploy. Let's actually move. Wait. Where's status? Why are you above this code? You should be down here. Clean up. Try run. Try run equals true. So we actually want to go down here. The deploy should run clean up with try run equals false, try run equals false. Okay, so in cleanup we need to get all of the versions. We need to get the current reference one, we need to get all of the AMIs, and we need to get all of the snapshots. Okay, so 1, get ASG, 2, get all launch template versions, 3, get all AMIs, 4, get all snapshots, and then 5, delete non-referenced old template versions, and then 6, we need to deregister old AMIs, and then 7, we need to deregister or delete snapshots. Okay, let's do all of that. Template equals get template ISG. So that's step 1. Get all lunch template versions. Get template versions. Template versions equals get template versions. Template.id. Template versions. AMIs equals get all AMIs, then snapshots. Snapshots equals get snapshots. I think these can all be sets, right? Okay, cool. This is deploy finished. Grab all those. Did all the retrieval. And template versions dot discard template. What is a template version? What does that look like? Launch template version. ID version image ID. I think we actually want to loop through these instead of doing it like this. Different keyboard? Yeah. This is the old keyboard. Just because last stream somebody asked for this keyboard, and so we switched to it. I just haven't switched back yet. Okay, template versions to delete equals this for template in get template versions. If template candidate template is equal to template, continue, keep currently deployed one, elif this is a stringy integer if I recall correctly. Property version number int if self.version equals default 1 else turn int self.version. Candidate template dot version number equals template dot version number minus 1. Version number is kind of verbose. That's fine. Continue. I guess these can be combined. Previous one deployed. Otherwise, we can actually do it simpler than this. If the candidate template is not the current template, and the candidate version number is not the template version number minus 1, then we will append canned template, which actually this can be rewritten as a list comprehension by doing canned template for this if this. Kind of nice when a for loop easily translates to this. Also, cool thing about list comprehensions is these can be written as two conditions here. You can say if canned and if this. And is implied here, so we can actually just do this. And I think that's much nicer. Cool. The problem with this is I think I want to record the ones that I'm keeping. So maybe we don't do this as a list comprehension. Maybe we do this as a set. All templates equals set get template versions. And this is a set. And then template versions kept equals all templates minus template versions to delete. Yeah, I think I like that. I think that's fine. Okay, if try run, otherwise print. If bold this, I guess. For template. I'm just gonna sort based on ID and version. That seems good. Okay, let's run this so far, just to see what it does. Try run. Let's see what this does. Oh, template is not find. No. Should be an S. Yep, that's fine. Let's have the backslash again there. Who would delete these template versions? Printing the wrong variable in the loop. Okay, gotta get rid of that backslash. There we go. Okay, it would delete templates 1, 3, and 4. That's problematic as well. We gotta not delete version 1. Because we can't delete the first version, I think. And the original template. If canned template version number does not equal 1. Hey, welcome back, Juicebox Hero. Okay, cool. That's good. The Altaforce says, you look like you're holding onto your keyboard for dear life while you code the way you're sitting. It does kind of look like that. Keyboard, save me! Yeah, I know, my posture is actually terrible. Polymathic Man says, why not delete 1? So, if you delete the I don't think you can delete the default version of a template. But also the first version is a dummy version. It's what all the other ones are based upon. So I believe this setting right here creates version 1. And so it would delete the launch template entirely. I guess we could just try it and see what happens. Areas, auto scaling, delete template version. I guess we gotta find what template is first. Describe, auto, describe, launched templates. Is it EC2 describe launch templates? Yeah, there we go. Yes, EC2 delete launch template version. Launch template ID. This template version 1. Delete launch template versions. Versions 1. The default version cannot be deleted. There we go. That's why we're not deleting it. But good question, Polymathic Man. Also, welcome back. Good to see you. The Elder Force says, dude, I have nowhere to talk. I'm a freaking zombie when I sit in my chair. It's true, it's true. Elder Force says, I was thinking we need to have an official team night soon. Ooh. Ooh, flip your camera around so the hands come out of the face cam. Yeah, so we end up like a little T-Rex. Transform. Rotate. Look at my little, tiny little hands here. It looks so silly. Can almost make the arms line up too. Now it looks like I have just like ginormous hands. Okay, that's enough of that. Andrew next says, what is the difference between list.sort and sorted? That is a good idea for a video. Video idea, list.sort versus sorted. Okay, so what sorted does is it takes in any iterable, it could be a list, it could be something else, and it will return a sorted list. So you can see it'll also take like a tuple or a generator or anything that's iterable. So sorted requires an iterable and returns a new list as a copy. You can see here that despite calling sorted on the list, the original list stayed the same. What list.sort is it updates the list in place. So if you do list.sort, you'll see that it returns none, but it modified the list. And depending on your algorithm and depending on what you're working on, sometimes if you already have a list, it will be more efficient to sort the list in place. But if you're, in some sort of like pipeline where you take in an object and return a new object, sorted will, do that copying and sorting at the same time. But sorted is essentially equivalent to creating a list and then sorting it in place. In fact, I wonder if it's implemented like that. GitHub, Python, CPython. It's gonna be in modules, built-in module? Maybe it's Python. The built-in module, I always forget where it is. I think it's in here, and it's also spelled weird. Built-in module, there we go. Sorted. Built-in sorted, here we go. Wait, how is this? Oh, I see, it's a macro. I was like, how is this referencing it before it exists? But it's a macro, of course. Oh my god, yeah. Sure as shit. The way sorted works is it builds a list, so that's what this PySequence list does. And then it grabs the sort method off of it and vector calls it. So sorted is literally implemented as build a list and sort it. Which is kind of great. It makes sense. Can't really think of any other way that they would implement it, because you kind of need to iterate through the whole list anyway, and there's a convenient sort method already. So, kind of cool, kind of cool, kind of cool. Is this the old keyboard? It is indeed the old keyboard, Angelinax. I am White Knife says, did you change your keyboard? Yeah, we changed it on Sunday. I'll be switching back to the other keyboard at some point. I just didn't have time to do it this morning, so I didn't. M2dev.net says, looking forward to hearing more about the new team. Yeah, the new team should be pretty dope. We still have not finished all of this stuff around there. Like, we need to set up a team Discord. We need to come up with an icon. We need to come up with a mission statement. We need to come up with criteria for accepting people. We need to come up with like what we want to do as a team and like events that we'll put on. All sorts of stuff. But yeah, we haven't really done all that yet. Change it Saturday, not Sunday. Yeah, you're right, I said. For me, when I say yesterday, I really just mean the last stream, but you're right. I should have been more precise about there. PyArg unpack stack. I don't know what this function does. My guess is that this just changes the error message that this vector call will have. Args nargs. Huh. Anyway. That's sword and sword. Yester stream, says Flesh38. Yo, I like that. I'm gonna steal that. Yester stream. Yester stream indeed. Okay. So we now need to go through the AMIs. All AMIs equals set. Get all AMIs. AMIs to delete equals canned AMI for canned AMI in all AMIs. How are we gonna do this? AMI IDs kept equals this will keep track of all of the AMI IDs that we need to keep around. I can also get rid of canned on all of these because I'm no longer shadowing variables here. Although this one I am. Let's call this ASG template. Do delete. Templates to delete. Just rename this to be slightly shorter. And never mind. I kind of like the old name. Okay, anyway. So that should be all of our AMIs. If AMIs to delete, if dry run would delete AMIs. Or AMI in sorted AMIs to delete. Huh, we're only deleting one AMI there. Is that what I expect? I think that's what I expect. So we have, of these, we have 3 AMIs, and we're gonna keep 2 of them. Okay, yeah, that's right. Cool, cool. Juicebox0 says, Pog champ. Pog indeed. Pog for the Pogrammers. Digibone says, TKL today, I'm surprised. What is TKL? That is a programming language that's called Tickle. 10 keyless mechanical keyboard. Yes, we are on the Code V3 keyboard today, Aging Bones. We were on this a bit yesterstream as well. But yeah. It was just because I didn't switch keyboards this morning. I forgot. Was my first mechanical keyboard Code Wast? Yeah, that's what this keyboard is. I really like it. I have clears on this one. I actually liked it so much that I bought a second one. Back when I used to have a job and go to work and all that jazz. I had a work keyboard and I had a home keyboard. Deploy, cleanup. We need to do the snapshot cleanup as well. Snapshots to keep equals emi.snapshot in these are just strings. Okay. That makes this easier. Snapshots. Let's see. Snapshots to delete equals set. I didn't realize there's a typo above. So it should list one snapshot to delete. Oh, I forgot to, or I have my character wrong. 1W, this should be 1M. Cool! That looks good so far. Now we need to actually do the deletion. Agent says, same. Now I have a whole shelf for displaying a few of them. Ooh. You're a bit more off the keyboard deep end than I am. Then again, I guess I have, let's see. I have, this is my first mechanical keyboard. This was my second mechanical keyboard. My third was another one of these, which I have over there. My fourth keyboard is my Kinesis Freestyle Pro, which is on the floor over there. And then my fifth mechanical keyboard is my little Stream Deck here. I'm not sure if this little 2-key babby keyboard counts, but I don't know. Those are my mechanical keyboards. I have not quite gone full gung-ho on them, though. But I do really like this keyboard, and I really like the cases as well. Afiris says, had no idea you made pre-commit. That's cool. Indeed. I did indeed make pre-commit. I'm super proud of it as well. That's my baby. Okay. So we now have our dry run working. Let's make the actual deletion work. What's your words per minute on the 2-key keyboard? Oh, for 9,000! Yeah, you know, you just type out binary one bit at a time. Let's see. Bodo 3 delete template versions. I think it's delete launch template versions. Create, delete launch template versions. Here we go. Launch template ID. Why did it do that? I didn't press anything on the keyboard. I guess you can see, because you can see my hands on the keyboard. Delete launch template versions. Ishibun says, you said in a speed test against us, we need a handicap. Yeah. Okay, this should be the EC2 client? No. EC2 client dot delete launch template versions. Launch template ID equals ESG template dot ID, and then versions equals template.id for template in template versions to delete. And that line is slightly too wrong. If not dry run, do this. Verb equals deleting if, let's see, would delete if dry run, else deleting. Verb. Let's do that for these ones as well. Verb. That way we get the output either way. So we need to do AMI deregister as well, which should be EC2 as well. Oh my god, this page lags so badly. Deregister image. Cool. Wet run. Wet walk, right, Cyberbenny? Zyzip says, I'm confused what's going on. New keyboard, and now back at AWS, I thought you switched to Azure. So, yeah, this is actually my old keyboard. Yesterday stream, somebody asked to have me switch to this keyboard because I hadn't used it in a while, so I figured I'd get it out. And I didn't have time during prep before stream to switch to the other keyboard, so we get another bonus stream on this keyboard. And yeah, I'm doing my main deployment of this app in AWS. The Azure stream was an attempt to get something working in Azure because it was a sponsored stream. But but I'm gonna try and get AWS working before I work on other platforms. Unless somebody sponsors me to work on it in another cloud provider, and then by all means I will spend streams doing it in a different cloud provider. But yeah. Polymathic Man said, Polymathic Man says, I just remembered using your keep comma equals trick from last week. Yes, and actually in a few days there will be a video talking about that technique in detail, which will be pretty cool. If not dry run for AMI in, AMI is to delete EC2 client dot deregister image, deregister image, AMI.id, although that has to be what, image ID, if I had to guess. Image ID. Image ID equals, okay, so that's AMIs, and last is snapshots. Delete snapshot. I'm guessing. Delete snapshot. It's just a snapshot ID. Cool. For snapshot in snapshots to delete. EC2 clients dot delete snapshot. Snapshot ID equals snapshot. Is it capital S? No, it's lowercase s. Sorry, I can just barely see it off screen. And that should be the only non-implement error, so that should make this be done. Let me just run this with driving again. And then let me flicate it first so we have a higher chance of this being correct. That looks good. Let's try without dry run. Well, we're off to a good start. This should be in the delete launch template versions. Oh, yeah, this should have been version. Okay, let's try it again. And then if I run cleanup again, it just should do nothing. Hey, dope! Yo, Mitch's Workshop, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. How are you guys doing today? Let me give a shout out for my viewers to check out Mitch's channel. What were you working on today? You're usually working on interesting stuff. I think you were working on Python last time I looked at your stream. But Mitch is an awesome stream. You guys should check that out. Hey, what's up, Heavy Thruster and Werewolf Dev? Thank you both for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, let me talk a little bit about me for those of you that are just joining from the raid. My name is Anthony. I usually work on Python code, mostly open source. However, I'm working on a closed source application right now, and I'm working on the deploy system for that, which I think is just now complete. Well, or at least complete enough that I'm happy with the version of it. But let me talk about some of the open source stuff that I maintain. I usually work on things that are related to either testing, linting, code formatting, code quality, developer tooling, that kind of stuff. Those are the things that really get me going. That sounds weird. One of the things that I maintain is I'm one of the core devs of PyTest, which is a testing framework for Python. I am the current maintainer of Flake8, which is a linter framework for Python. I am also a maintainer for PyFlakes, QA PyFlakes, which is a linter. I'm also a maintainer for PyCodeStyle, which is another linter. I've created a bunch of code formatters myself. I created pre-commit, which is the thing that we're kind of working on today. Pre-commit is a GitHooks linter code formatter framework. We're working on the hosted CI system version of pre-commit called pre-commit.ci, And I'll let you guys, or I'll read this blurb to you from Kinbiko, which is that developers spend a fair chunk of their time during development flow on fixing relatively trivial problems in their code. Pre-commit.ci both enforces that these issues are discovered, which is opt-in for each developer's workflow via pre-commit, but also fixes the issues automatically, letting developers focus their time on more valuable problems. And so that's what we're working on today. You can kind of see a little demo of what it's doing right now. So here's a pull request. I'll show you kind of the cool full end-to-end running. Let me start it. Web.app. Worker.q. I'm running a local version of the app here, but you know it does run in AWS right now, and we're actually working on the AWS deployment parts of this. So let's say somebody makes a commit, they're not using the local tooling for whatever reason. Maybe they're committing via the GitHub web UI like I'm doing here. And we click that. It should kick off a job over here. Hey, what's up, Steamboat3? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. So you can see here that it ran some checks. And in this case, this tool actually fixed the code for me. So you can see files were modified by this hook. And the CI system actually created a commit and pushed that directly back to the branch. So it's auto-fixing the problem here. So you can see here is where I made that mistake. You can see we got a failed CI job. If we click through to this, you can see this is the failure. Of course, the front end needs a lot of work. I haven't really spent all that much time on it, but you can see like here's the output here, and it performed an automatic fix here. This is the commit that pre-commit.ci did to, you know, auto fix this branch. And you can see here that after that, it made a commit, and then it reran on that commit, and everything passed. But yeah, that's the basic idea of pre-commit.ci, and that's what I've been working on for the last bunch of time. Hey, what's up, Flowlight? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully that's enough of an intro for those of you that just joined me, and those of you that have not seen my whole spiel before. Aging Bones says, what services are you using in AWS? Let's see, I am using Lambda, S3, EC2, Secrets Manager, DynamoDB, auto-scaling, SQS, SNS, and I think that's it. Yeah, not too complicated, but those are the services I'm using. Hey, what's up, FCO Font? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. MSR says, is this a Hacktoberfest thing? No. This is I know which Twitter account this is. Her name's like Katie or Catherine or Callie or something like that. But she continually posts intentionally trolly programming stuff to get men to mansplain her in responses. And she is incredibly successful at it. There are so many responses to this tweet in particular. Like I think there's somewhere like 1,000 responses. But yeah, she basically does it to troll people, and I think it's fucking hilarious. But yeah, it's a joke in case you guys don't know. But yeah, that's an oldie but goodie there. Polymathic Man says, any reason you chose to keep your issues in a wiki instead of issues? I don't know. I feel like a wiki is lighter weight than issues. Issues are really easy to get lost. Also, they invite people to comment on them, and I don't really want people commenting on them. Maybe? I don't know. I guess I could do it as issues, and then I would change my bot. Right now my bot makes commits to this, and I could just create issues instead. Yeah, maybe I should switch this to issues. Because I do have a repo for it also. Not there. It's code / explains. I could use issues here. I like that idea. Migrate explains ideas to issues. It's gonna take a lot of work though. Maybe we'll work on that later. Again, welcome Rainers with your dick pics. How's it going, Anders? And Werewolf Dev. Mitch says, no, thank you for the raids. Paint it back. Data science and pandas. Nice. Congrats. Complete. Yeah, nothing is ever done. Where's your other keyboard, says Engages? It's sitting on the floor over there. Juicebox Hero says, I have to compete with dev tools. What do you mean, Juice? Aziz says, he's also maintainer of the best content on Twitch. I mean, you're too kind, Aziz. Too kind. We all want to be Anthony Wright's code when we grow up. Oh no. Rizik says, at this point, you'll start forgetting some of the things you maintain. You might want to make a presentation video and play it instead. Yeah, it's kind of true. In fact, I forgot to talk about dead snakes, for instance, or libsass, or, you know, any of the other things that I maintain.
You said dev tools really get you going to subscribe.
I see. That's what you're competing with. Okay, that makes sense. Mim says the sad part is there was something like this in a game. Oh, I see. Icertified says I love her Twitter. Yeah, it's so good. Can someone send her Twitter? Yeah, feel free to post the link in chat. Tony Canyon says there's something in frame of the camera that looks like your pop filter. Indeed, it is my microphone. It's right here. It's also my little halo. But yes, it's the microphone. It's slightly in frame. It's somewhat intentional. You want to see my setup? It looks like this. So you can see the microphone is hanging down. That's why it's in frame there. Yeah. I don't know, artistic choice, I guess. Kat Maddox, yeah, that's her name. That's who it is. But yeah. Wait, you mean jokes still exist in 2020? I just thought everyone got butthurt all the time. Turn off discussions on the issues. I don't know that you can do that. I guess I could lock them all, but I don't know. And if you gift subs, he unbuttons buttons. It's true, it's true. That does indeed happen. Okay, cool. So, I think we want to test this now. Or, not test it, but run a dry run of it, or run an actual run of this. Yeah, commit-m and cleanup. So let's build another AMI and deploy it, I guess. Oh, that line's gonna be too long now. Right? Damn it. I think the word version is 1 character shorter. Version for versions to delete. Gonna be a little bit more consistent in naming here. Hey, what's up, another introvert? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Add cleanup to deploy script. Cool. MSR says, I don't blame the dev. He learned alone and didn't have help at the beginning, turning his ideas in a real good looking game. But I wish he would have taken the help given by other devs / learned how to make it perform more efficient over time. I see. Which game are you referring to, by the way? Murphy says, what is your OS setup? Linux running on a VM? Yes, it's a VM. It is AWC, actually Windows is the emote for that, and bang OS is the command. Thank you, shazrobot, for showing that. Polymathic Man says, is there a standard way to find the common prefix in a list of strings? I know there is for paths. OS path. Common path, common prefix. So this is one in unlike os.common prefix. I guess os.path.common prefix is valid. I don't know why it sits in os.path because it has nothing to do with paths apparently. Which I guess means I should never use this function for paths. Maybe it normalizes things. Then you should probably use common path and not common prefix. New in Python 3.5. I guess I'll make an issue. What does this do? Oh, this is safe because it's checking equality with the actual path, so it's not actually a bug there. Cool. That's all good. Never mind, don't need to make a bug report there. But yeah, it looks like common prefix does that. It might do some path normalization, I'm not sure. You'll want to check that up as well. Beth says the issue was him having help from someone else and he kicked that person from the project, which was making the code more clean. He was scared of not being able to read the code. Code Monkey says it's called GNOME plus GTK. Did somebody trigger the... Oh, yeah, somebody did trigger the bot. That's funny. Yeah, the bot replies to several things in a 1 in 10 chance, correcting you on things. It's entirely a joke, though. Afito da Quarantena says, please add your setup in the channel description. Yeah, I do plan to make a video about that at some point. But for now, there's a chat command, so that works fine. Mem says, Yandere Simulator Anthony. I'm not sure I understand that. I don't know what that word means. Some anime thing, right? I don't know what that means. Which keyboard do you use? There's a bang keyboard command. Thank you, iSatisfied. Polymath Man says, I'm guessing that common path and S3 URLs aren't going to work together. Might. S3 URLs are, they do look like paths, so they might work. But I'm not sure. Hey, what's up, ImageFT, who says, hey, what's up, Nathaniel? Hello. Shazrobot says, just FYI, that game is banned on Twitch. What game are we talking about? Oh, you guys are all telling me the name of the game. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, I understand now. I'm so slow. This is one of those who's on first sort of things, except it's Anthony writes code, loses contact with chat, and completely forgets the context of things. My bad. Amazing. Necromancer says, hey, sorry for the question. No, questions are great. That's part of the stream is answering questions. I'm trying to pick a language to learn. Could you tell me what this whole program you wrote here is meant to do in the end? I've seen many people coding in Python, but they never show / explain the outcome. We'll actually show you exactly what it's going to do right now. It is deploying a website. Well, actually, it's deploying a runner for a website. This is the website. I don't know. This is the website. And the runner is what actually executes this little code checker thing in the background. And I'm going to show you both versions of this. So first we're going to build an AMI, and then we're going to run a deploy of that AMI. So we're going to do scripts build AMI, and then Python -m scripts.deploy get rev parse head. So this is going to build a machine image, and then it's going to push update some metadata in AWS that will make that the current version that's deployed. And this is going to take about 10 minutes or so. So I'll have some time to answer questions. But I usually work on, you know, code quality and automation tools. Rollerss says, in your latest video, you showed how to center text using sh get terminal size. There's one in the OS module too. Is there a difference? Yeah, there is a slight difference. I forget what it actually is, so let's look at the code. Get terminal size. If I recall correctly, the one in the OS module will raise an exception on errors, whereas this one falls back to a version. Also apparently uses columns and lines, which is not standard. These are not supposed to be environment variables. These are supposed to be shell variables, which look like environment variables. Echo columns. So you can see they are variables in your shell, but they're not env variables. I'm being very careful to grep here. I don't want to show you the whole thing. But yeah, you can see this is not an environment variable. So I don't know why Python is doing this. This seems wrong. Yeah, I don't actually know why it's doing this at all. This seems like a bug. Unless this is in columns. Was it columns and lines? Hey, what's up? Daisy in the world? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. But anyway, the one in OS takes a file descriptor and looks at that, so you can use it on PTYs or standard out, standard in, standard error, like whatever things. But the one in shutil is the high level API. So the OS one is the low level one that is equivalent to like a C level function. But this is meant to be used in scripts. But yeah, they're slightly different. Hey, what's up, Justice Engineering? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Outcome is whatever you want it to be. I see. With code, you can make anything that you want. Indeed, indeed. ImageFD says, what happened to Azure? They did one sponsored stream. I'm currently talking to them to see if I can do some more. Because I would love to make more money working on Microsoft stuff. But apparently they're going through some leadership changes, so I don't know what's happening there. But yeah, have not heard back from them yet. But yeah, for now I'm using AWS. Flowlight says, are you working on your own AWS account? Yes. I actually have 2 AWS accounts set up for this service. One for my dev staging environment and one for production. The production account is currently completely empty. Henning says, yo bruv, am I buffering or is he lagging? That would be you lagging, because I have not dropped any frames since... I haven't dropped any frames in like 2.5 hours, so... I did drop some frames right at the beginning of the stream, though. Jesus here says, Anthony, design our Pogrammer's logo. Yeah, so kind of what I want to do with that... Let's see, PogChamp HD... Kind of what I want to do is take the PogChamp and then do some developer pixel art. There's a particular style of pixel art that I really like for... This is a risky click. It was a risky image search also. Let's see if I can find an example that I'm talking about. There's like a common GitHub profile photo that's like 16 by 16 pixels. It's like a little dude at a computer. And I want kind of that style, but the pog face. I think that would be a cool logo. But I am fucking garbage at pixel art. I used to be actually pretty good at pixel art, but I haven't done it in years, and the styles have kind of changed a little bit. It's kind of like this, a little bit. Open image, a new tab. It kind of is like this style of art. Little guy here, but this is not the one I was thinking of. Maybe if I search for programmer pixel art, that'll find what I'm looking for. This is exactly what I was looking for. This one. So something in like, oops. Something in like this style of art. But I don't know. I don't know. Just as Engineer says, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. Xbyte says, how many languages does Babby support? As many as you want it to support. Currently there are a bunch of grammars that are out of the box in Babby. LS. Where is it? Dist? Yeah. No. Share. These are the current grammars that are supported, but it's really easy to add more of them. Also, you can add your own custom grammars if these ones are not supported, or if you're working in a language that's not supported. And this just uses the same grammar files that VS Code uses, so it's pretty easy to add new ones. Hey, what's up, MSN Gazette? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Voidrose says, does it work across operating systems? Let's see. Terminal size. It does, because I already know the answer that it does, because I implemented the same thing in a backport library. But yeah, you can see that this is, you know, however wide. If I make it more narrow, you can see that columns updated. But yeah, here it's using the Windows APIs to do the same thing. But anyway, yes, it is cross-platform. Tumor says the whole Microsoft Office got split on whether they wanted buttons unbuttoned or buttons buttoned. The buttons unbuttoned faction started an insurrection. Juice has sent me a link. That's actually pretty good. I actually really like this. But whose art did you steal? Is the better question, because I don't want to get in like a copyright shenanigans, you know? This is actually pretty cool. This would be nice for like a full wide logo, and like we'd have a different logo for the icon. But I kind of like this. It's a mock-up. It's kind of nice. I like it. I like it. Bitmoji? No, fuck Bitmoji. Bitmojis look fucking stupid. I hate Bitmoji. I think they're real dumb. They're real dumb. But that's just me. Hey, what's up, Alex? Hello, hello. Welcome back. What is the pixel art for? It's the Pogrammers. For the Pogrammers team. Ungage just says, the old L semicolon S typo. I do that too much. Yeah. Also, I get KS a lot. Also, how do I even hit the semicolon? Oh, it's right next to the L. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Mikhail says, I was going to recommend seeing if you could steal something from Open Game Art. Oh, yeah, that might be an idea. Peak says, are you working in a VM and is that Ubuntu? Yes, if you do OS, you can learn more about my actually Windows. Why do you hate Bitmojis? Because they look so dumb. They're like really badly in that uncanny valley. Oh, I did my deploy wrong. Anyway, we built the AMI here. We should now be able to do the deploy. scripts.deploy. Deploy. Get red bar's head. And this should create a new version, set the version to this, and then start a refresh. And then once it's done, it should run the cleanup. So hopefully all these things will come together and it will complete. But I'm gonna go fill up my water. I'm gonna let this run so you guys can watch it. We'll put up chat while I go do that. But I will be right back. Remind me to unmute when I get back because I'm gonna forget that. But I'll see you guys in a sec. I'm just messing with you. I remember to unmute. But anyway, we're back. Hello, hello. Looks like it's in the middle of rotating right now, so we're gonna wait for that to finish. Oh my goodness, you guys said so much stuff while I was gone. Fox Ninja says, I want to be a programmer. Everyone wants to be a programmer. It says pip install hentai. I'm gonna pass on that one. I'm not quite sure what that's gonna do. Let's all be lewd while he's gone. Hey, what's up, Kinslayer? Hello, hello. Dibs on carpet, says MSR. Wait, are we stealing plushies? What? Are you being lewd with carpet? No. No. Not okay. Sudo apt install Hollywood. What does that do? Hollywood. Fill your console with Hollywood melodrama technobabble. This utility will split your console into a multiple of panes of genuine technobabble, perfectly suitable for any Hollywood geek melodrama. Huh. Oh, this is gonna be unsearchable. Huh. Does it use Tmux? How does it work? Looks like Tmux. Maybe it's screen. How does it work? Hollywood GitHub. Oh wait, I think I know this guy. Well, maybe I don't. Somebody with the same name though. But how does it work? Lib Hollywood. Are these just shell scripts? They are. They're just shell scripts. I probably went bin Hollywood instead. Bin Hollywood. Yep, T-Mux. Cool. Cool. Just run in and find out. Fuck around and find out. Yeah. Okay, this is still going. Why are you taking so long to warm up? Instance? I somehow broken things? I guess we can look at our instances here. Running, 2 out of 2 checks. Oh, of course, it has just finished. I do need to tune the wait times here, because right now it's gonna wait for 90 seconds for no reason. When it could just be done at that point and move on to the next step. Because my services start essentially instantly. What the fuck? Why are you still not working? I could have sworn I gave you the key ID. We finished this. We fixed this earlier. Launch templates. This launch template. Where the fuck? Why don't you have a key pair name or security groups? Oh, I bet it's because version 1 doesn't have that. That would make sense. Launch template version Terraform. How do I configure version 1? Or do I not? Is this stuck forever? Oh, that's annoying. Hmm. So I guess what I should do is... I think I'm basing it on the wrong version when I create this. But hey, look, it works. So let's fix that. Create launch. So this should be latest instead of defaults. I don't think this is going to let me deploy. Yeah. Launch template on previous version instead of first version. This is just because I guess the first version is immutable. I guess versions are immutable. That makes a lot of sense. Versions being immutable. Alex says, do you use dual monitors? Oh, I use triple monitors. But I guess technically I use 2 monitors, so at least 2 monitors, so yes. Yes. Ed the Dagger says you should be able to subscribe to an SNS topic that contains instant state change events instead of waiting. Maybe? I'm just using the refresh. think that's actually in the auto scaling one, not in here. Auto scaling. Hey, what's up? Boon Chua Twitch. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm using this refresh API right here. And I don't know. This seems fine. It's just pulling every 15 seconds. But this is Amazon's rotation, ASG rotation thing. But I'm not doing anything special to do this output here. This output all comes from Amazon. Including -1 to go. But yeah. Drew says more meetings. No, not more meetings. Just as Engineering says, what testing strategies should machine learning engineers use? I.e., how might you use PyTest in a data pipeline? That is a hard question for me to answer, particularly because I have not spent much time working on data pipelines, so I don't know too much about what those entail. But I do know that some parts of data pipelines are able to be split off into individual functions, and like you can write tests against those individual functions and, you know, get things working that way. But I guess like my advice is like take the parts that are business logic and split those out into, you know, other separate things and test those. But, you know, any normal software engineering testing practices can apply to whatever code you write. Although I don't know how you would test like the output of a model, for instance, like, or for example, like you may be able to you know, do some characterization tests, like, oh, I expect this model to not crash, or like, oh, I expect this to be within some parameterized range, but maybe not an exact value there, because you would just you would end up with testing fatigue, where like you would change the model and then change the test to just be like, oh, well, whatever that model outputs now, that must be the right answer. And that's not really a useful test at that point. But I don't know. Those are kind of my thoughts. Is that a desk or a dresser? It is a dresser. No, it is. God damn it. It's a desk. It is not a dresser. I know it looks like a dresser, but it is a desk. And yes, can we go? This isn't. Oh, it's on the side. It is an I voted sticker. I voted this morning. Which was cool. I guess I voted last night and I turned in the thing this morning. Too much power for one man, says a hacker. Indeed, indeed. That's a cool name. Cool spelling of that. Shows your socks. I'm actually not wearing socks right now. ZDW asks about the what's being tested in the model. That's a good question. Like somebody banging on my roof right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it. Hey, what's up, Salman? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Mika says the split keyboard is a lie. Yeah, it is a lie today because I haven't switched keyboards since yesterday's stream. Did you vote for Trump? I absolutely did not vote for Trump, Michaela. No way in hell. Somebody's bonking my roof. Yeah, somebody is bonking my roof. Am I on Wiki Feet? I hope I'm not on Wiki Feet, although there's a clip of my feet at some point. Can you stop it? What are you doing? Anyway, let's see. We're at 3 hours. I think we're actually at a pretty good stopping point right now. Are you on Licky Feet? I don't know what that is. Are the plushies troubling you? I don't know. There's some really annoying sound, and it's driving me nuts, and we're at a good stopping point. So I think we're gonna stop the stream for today. But we'll be back on Wednesday. Let me do my little spiel, and then we'll go find someone to raid. But my name is Anthony. I upload previous content to youtube.com/AnthonyWritesCode. I also upload educational videos, so you can check out this video that I uploaded this morning about this cool function called stir.center, as well as all the other videos in that playlist. I stream on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and I announce my streams in 2 places. Hey, what's up, Jumai77? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream right as I'm ending. I announce my stream in 2 places. One of them is on Twitter, and that's twitter.com/codewithanthony, where I basically say, I'm going to stream in this amount of time, and then when I try and work on, I did accomplish this today. I didn't start on this at all, but, you know, that's the way streams go. I also announce them on the Discord, and those 3 links are in the chat, so feel free to check those out and join and follow and subscribe and all those other things. But hopefully I'll see you guys around in a future stream. But let's go find someone to raid.